Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. Sorry for the very late upload for today, but of course, without any further, I'm not going. I was just procrastinating. I apologize for that. Without any further, let's get on to the stuff here today. We're reacting to a new movie that recently came out by IGN, and this came out for Gamescom 2024, and this is Little Nightmares 3 official friendship trailer, which is very interesting. I didn't think there would be a Little Nightmares 3 since I think they said so themselves in like a one little article, but I don't remember if that's completely true. Without further ado, let's get out there. Should be let's not waste too much time. Now, of course, like I said, please go check out IGN as they're the ones who released this video. No problem. No, overall, just went ahead and got the footage and all that. Without further ado, like I said, link down below. Go check it out yourself, and of course, do your own little analysis of the gameplay itself here, and of course, what you think is gonna be taking place here. Without further ado, let's get right down to it. I'm excited to see what goes on here. Okay. Oh, mirror realm type stuff. Okay. That's it. Arrows. That's so cool. Yo. Okay. Huh. Nice. Yo. Okay. Little Nightmares 3. Okay. Huh. 2025. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Okay. So, without any further ado, let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on stuff. You're starting off the main three factors themselves here. The plot itself, of course, just the actual just gameplay itself here, and of course just the environments themselves. So let's get into it. Now, of course, first of all, the plot itself here. We don't really get too much of a plot line itself here, but what this does look like, this looks like it either takes place between Little Nightmares, 1 and maybe 2, or it's weird because Little Nightmares is almost like a loop in itself, but it almost looks like this takes place during Little Nightmares 1, as we see the patrons themselves here in a lot of the actual video stuff, or at least for one particular segment here. No, bro, that's very interesting. But aside from that, the overall though, I don't know what's going on here. I have no solid clue. This is literally just their first shit that they uploaded here, so we're not gonna get any kind of solid clue in terms of when this could take place, and in terms of just like a timeline. I don't even think there is a solid timeline for the Little Nightmare series. I'm not gonna cap. But aside from like I said overall though, looks like we'll be following two new protagonists themselves here. Not like the second game itself where we had Mono and then of course Six. So bro, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited to see how these new characters kind of just how they kind of do stuff here. And of course, from a lot of the stuff that we're seeing here in the gameplay itself here, overall, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. But aside though, without any further ado, let's get on to the just gameplay itself. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, for the gameplay itself here, it looks very interesting. I am not gonna lie. Just overall, the gameplay itself here looks super sick, super well done, and overall very, very nice. And of course, like I said, just overall looks very, very interesting. But aside from the looks at overall, I'm loving the new elements that we got here, like things like just the arrows themselves here, and of course the things like just the actual lever pulling. Well, we've had like lever pulling before, but this is more like what's the word for it? Like like light switch activation kind of things going on here. I like that. I like that a lot. But aside from though, overall though, I'm really excited to see how the gameplay itself here kind of evolves from the second game itself here. So overall, I'm really excited to see how that goes. And of course, then video is gonna see actual environments and of course game design itself. Let's get into it. Now, of course, for the game itself, for the game design itself here, it looks immaculate. I love how the Little Nightmare series looks itself here. It looks so grandiose and huge. And then of course, our main protagonist just looks so like incredibly tiny. It just gives like a sort of what's the word for it? it just makes the world feel so much bigger and so much more terrifying, and I love it just so much. It's a very unique style for the Limer series itself here, and overall, I just love it so much. But aside from though, everything else looks pretty good. The character designs themselves here look really cool, and I want to go ahead and get into that as soon as we can. But aside from though, overall though, just the actual vibes themselves here look pretty good, and too much to talk about, and of course, just overall videos themselves here look really nice. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get to the actual just deeper dive of the stuff here. Now, before I get to the deep dive, please go check the actual original stuff here. Link down below, end card right at the end of the video. But like I said, please go check it out. They worked really hard for, and took the time to actually just put this video together and just upload it together. But like I said, please go check out IGN for the newest uploads, for the newest trailers for some upcoming games themselves here. But aside from that, like I said, while you're also going through while you're also going down there's also my brain. I can't do it right now. Anyways, so I was just gonna ask you if you guys can go ahead and just please consider hitting the like button and of course subscribing. It would help me out just a ton. It's a small creator stuff here, and it's just small channel itself, and I'll just helps out the channel just a ton. So like, so please consider doing that as well. But aside from that, though, without any further ado, let's get on to the deeper dive here. Actually, two more things. I gotta mention. One of which notification bell. If you want me to notify for any future video as soon as it comes out, bell icon, that's how it is there for. But aside from that, also hit up the comment section down below and let me know your guys' thoughts depends on the game itself here. What do you think of the new characters? What do you think of the new environments? What do you think of these new mechanics like with the bow and arrow? I want to know what you guys think about the actual stuff here. I do think they can add a lot of elements in terms of just kind of strategy and in terms of just how you kind of interact with the world itself here. But I want to know what you guys think itself. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think it's they should have done this or that? But aside from like I said, I'll leave your general thoughts opinions on this stuff here down below. Without any further ado, let's get on to the just deep dive stuff. Let's get on to it. Nothing though. Give me a second here. Jeez. Anyways, sorry about that. Something happened that kind of just freaked me out a bit. Um, Okay, there we go. Anyways, as I was trying to say, please consider hitting the like button, subscribe, and if someone share the channel, just having a ton, so please consider doing it as well. And of course, aside from liking and subscribing, also consider hitting the notification bell for the next upload. And of course, please consider hitting the hitting the comment section up below and let me know your guys' thoughts opinions on the reception. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. I at least want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the reception. And of course, on certain factors as well, like the gameplay itself. Like, do you think the bow and arrow is a cool, kind of cool thing to add here? Do you think they should have done something different? Maybe more of a slingshot, maybe something else. I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the reception here. But aside though, without any further ado, sorry about that weird interruption itself here. My computer was just going a little bit crazy. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on to just the deep dive itself here. Now though, going on to the deep dive itself, what I kind of get into here, I kind of just get more into depth on the video stuff here. Going on the main three factors, plot itself, just of course gameplay, and of course just the actual game designs itself here. Let's get on to it. Now of course, going on to the actual just gameplay or the actual just plot itself here. Well, first of all, we do see these characters interact with the mirror in a way that kind of almost reflects like dropping a stone in water. It's very interesting. Look at this. And then they leave out through the mirror. And then we have these two characters. I'll get to these two characters later on. Bro. Aside from that, then we go into this unknown area where we have to go through challenges, and then of course then we kind of flash through a montage of locations with seeing new sites like some broken like construction or like broken wooden structures. Then of course we go to areas like this where it looks like almost like a city, and then of course at that we go into like almost a furnace like area, which kind of reminds me of the thing in Little Nightmares 2. And then of course after that, just more random areas and segments such as this one, And then of course, then we get to this little thing right here where we see the bow and arrow in use. After that though, yeah, we just see more, more sights, more things to do, and more things that are, that are kind of be a little unique for this game itself. I'm not gonna lie, they look really cool. And then the first sign of like any kind of plot itself here is this kind of patron themselves here, which vividly remind me of the guests themselves from Little Nightmares 1. So overall, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot as well. Very cool and very, very well done. But aside though, like I said, overall though, it's just yeah, it's just plot itself here, basically non-existent. I can't really determine when this kind of takes place in terms of the timeline itself here. But overall, it still looks interesting. It still looks pretty cool, and I love it just so much. And I do think this either takes place before like Little Nightmares 1, or where at least I do believe it either takes place after or before Little Nightmares 1, as Little Nightmares 1 is supposedly, at least in my opinion, the sequel to Little Nightmares 2. But aside from that, though, like I said, overall, though, I still don't really know. But without any further ado, like I said, overall, though, let's just get on to the actual, let's get on to the actual, gameplay itself here. Now, of course, like I said, the gameplay itself looks really cool. Like I said, it's just the lever pulling, it's just, everything looks so sick. And of course, like such as these segments themselves look so interesting. I mean, look at this little lever action we got going on here. Like it looks so cool. And then these things right here, where it looks like it requires two people to like pull what almost looks like a mechanism here, or it is a mechanism here, to align maybe like a series of stairs probably. But overall, like I said, the gameplay itself here looks very interesting, not only from the actual just bow and arrow itself here and from these umbrellas that we see early on. Like the bow and arrow look really cool and I like them a lot, but they're very interesting, very, very interesting, like just like these these umbrellas. They allow you to float in the air. And of course, just like I said, aside from the actual aside from the actual just umbrella themselves here, we then get this new almost weapon mechanic itself here. And then it looks like, hold on, instead of a hammer like in like Little Nightmares 2, we're getting a wrench, which is very versatile and very, very useful in terms of actual machinery, which I do think we see an example of in this game, like right around here. Like, hold on, where is it? There's a pulling up lever right there where. But aside from that, the overall though, I can't really determine any kind of new things that are going on here. Like I said, we got two new mechanics: umbrella, the other levers, and then of course like these little cubby doors or like these little dog doors, which are very, very interesting. But aside from them, wrench, umbrella, little dog doors, and that's kind of what I can determine from the actual just game itself here. But aside from like I said, overall, the actual gameplay itself here looks really interesting, very well done, and very, very smooth. So overall, I appreciate that. But aside from that, let's get on to the actual let's just get on to the actual game design stuff here. Anyways, I've been yapping for a bit too long, so let's just get down to the let's just get onto it really quickly. So of course, I want to start off with the two characters themselves here. One of which has a they both have masks. They both have masks and very unique hairstyles, but they almost remind me like this character themselves here reminds me vividly of Mono, especially with how they kind of interact with the world with their like special abilities. I really like that. That's so cool. I love that just so much. Like to be able to kind of just transfer themselves through mirrors is so sick. But aside from that, I love their mask. Like it's such a unique style. It's honestly so sick. Like look at this. One of them has like a gas mask, the other one has like almost a plague doctor's mask, and I love how they look. They're so cool and are very, very well done. Especially the male character himself there, where it looks like they have like this kind of like almost Batman like cloak. I love it. I love it just so much. That's so sick and over very, very, very well done. And it vividly reminds me of SCP-49. If you know that character, the plague doctor, just go check them out. But aside from like I said, overall designs themselves here, peak, really cool, really well done. Then of course, aside from that, we actually get a lot of really interesting, kind of, like game design itself here in terms of maps and environments. Like this looks sick. I love how this looks. But I think my favorite has to either be what was it right around here. Almost looks like a sewer system in a way. I love how this area looks, and it's gonna be very, very interesting. But aside from that, overall though, this is like my second favorite area. Like it almost looks like a clock tower, and that's overall so cool. I love that just so much. But aside from like I said, overall the game itself here looks really, really good, really, really, really nice, and overall very, very high quality. The designs for the characters themselves here, peak. The actual just designs of the actual environment itself here, very well done. And of course, the actual just in general areas, or actual just mechanics themselves here, and like the swinging of the wrench, the pulling of the arrow, all of it looks super smooth and buttery. I love it. I love it. But aside from like I said overall, just the actual just video, the actual just trailer itself here was very well done, very well demonstrating of this new game, and overall got me excited. But aside from like I said, go ahead and hit the like button. Please hit the like button right there. Go ahead and subscribe, as it just helps us so much with the channel. So it just helps me out a ton. So please consider doing as well. And of course, like I usually say, please go check out the extra original video stuff here. Like I said, link down below and card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to that original video. Please go check it out. And aside from another end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So please consider seeing that as well. And of course, like I said, like, subscribe, and of course, notification bell for the next time I upload. And then of course, comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions on the itself here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. I at least want to know what you guys think about the actual game itself here. And then, of course, what would you have done different? I want to know what you guys would have said. But aside from like I said, I hope you guys had a great day. Take care of yourself, stay safe. And of course, I want last little favor to ask you guys. Please consider sharing videos up here. It helps me out just so much as a creator itself. It just helps me out just so much as a small creator in general. And like I said, I would really deeply appreciate it if you guys can do that. Anyways, like I said, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care of yourself, stay safe. If you are sick or if you're not feeling well today, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and of course, without any further ado, I want you guys to just have a good one. But of course, I'll be back later on, so yeah, I'll be seeing you boys soon. So yeah, bye bye for now though. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little